Jonas Wright joins us in the studio. Streaming is helping the music industry. Ja Rule's FYRE Festival canceled, and our album picks of the week coming up next on All Around Music.
All right, welcome back.
Back at it. You got a special guest today.
Hello. Hello, my name's Jonas. I like long walks on the beach, and
Dicks.
that's about it. Oh, yeah. Dicks are so good. But more or less, balls.
The man himself, Mr. Jonas Wright.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Hey, you made it dirty, not me.
I just laughed.
So, Jonas is in the studio today. He's here to give us a little bit of some comic relief.
Try to.
Sure.
You know, guests don't always have to come on the show. They don't have to be from the musical stance or have a musical background. All guests are welcome on the show. Next week, we have the Oven coming on the show from Fazoli's, so that's going to be a good idea.
Fuck yes.
Hell yeah.
Are we getting free sandwiches?
No. He said he was fresh out,
Wow.
which is kind of ironic.
Breadsticks? I love bread. Their breadsticks are the bomb.
Yeah, that's the only good thing they have.
Very much.
Their salads are good. You can't fuck up a salad.
You can.
You can.
You'd be surprised.
I guess it's like a grilled cheese. You're not supposed to fuck it up, but you can.
Huh.
So since Jonas is new to the show, he's the first guest. Well, not the first guest, but first guest of his kind on the show. He's over there smiling awkwardly. He's like, I'm so nervous.
I am. I thought about taking some drugs, but I decided not to.
Yeah, he probably would just fall to sleep, right?
That'd be perfect. That'd be more hilarious. Is that
What do you think about that, Jonas?
what? Good.
Yeah, it tastes good.
When are we getting pizza?
So basically, we talk about music. It's called All Around Music. Obviously, people that have been listening know that. They're like, why are we going through this again? Grant's over there looking at me like, what are you doing?
I'm new, okay? You gotta tell me the rules.
This is Matt's first episode.
It is. So far, I'm doing horrible.
So, yeah, it's been another one. You had a whole week off because you're an asshole.
Yeah, it was well deserved, though.
Besides that, what have you been up to?
What did I see? Yeah, nothing.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I've done a few things here and there, but took some time down to Indy. Got a little messed up and went to Dave & Buster's. Played some games. Won some tickets. Got some coffee cup and a candy.
Have you eaten the candy yet?
Yes, I ate on the way home from Dave & Buster's.
Was it delicious?
It was. Nerd ropes, man.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Solid.
Then I haven't really done much the rest of the week. You know, just kind of hang around. Had a virus on the computer, so that kind of
Yeah, that was stupid.
kind of hampered things of doing show prep. So got it in today, though.
Fuck yeah.
Got it in today. Grant is a savior.
Fuck that computer.
We tried everything. We're like, just
Just the one person that I've ever known to get a virus on his Mac.
without doing anything.
Did you turn it off and turn it back on?
Yes.
Oh, damn it. Multiple times.
Always helps.
Yeah, like it got deep. We were like looking shit up, and he's like, try this, try that. I was like, all right. And I'm like, God damn it. It would appear to work for like 30 seconds, and then it'd be like,
Fuck you.
yeah, it's like, you need antivirus software. I was like, I just downloaded it. Not from you. From a legitimate source.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal was. It was
Yeah.
something, it was buried real deep in there.
Yeah, it was.
It was way up your butthole.
I got the... yeah. Way up your butthole, Morty. Stick them way up, Morty.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
stupid.
So yeah, we just erased the whole thing and reinstalled everything. But it worked.
Yeah.
That's good.
Fucking adware, man. Even like the software that I got removed it.
It says it did. Yeah.
Air quotes, removed it.
They removed part of it.
Yeah.
But not were you getting that before too?
Yeah, before I moved it, I was getting the exact same thing.
I thought it was new after you
No,
removed it.
I
thought it started happening.
I even paid for the software. Like, it was good. It had good reviews, paid for it.
Yeah.
it found some of the virus, took that away, scanned the computer, there was nothing. Scanned for adware, nothing. I was like, I don't get it. That bitch is deep.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
But it's gone.
I've never had any problems with viruses.
Yeah, me either.
But I download all kinds.
Because I know not to click
Shit
on
on my
that shit
computer.
that pops up, and I'm like, no.
You ain't fooling me.
Like, all I do is pay bills and look up stuff for the show. That's literally all I do on the Mac. And I record things here and there.
Huh.
But that's
Maybe
all
you
I do.
gave the virus by fucking playing your guitar into it.
Oh, so it was transferred from the guitar.
Yeah.
Hey, crazier shit's happened, right?
Yeah, people are afraid of North Korea.
I'm not even going to go there. I was going to say something, but you would have had to take it out anyways. So, good old Prince. Prince's Purple Rain reissue is to include 6 previously unheard songs set for release on June 23rd. Did you guys like Prince?
I'm not going to say I'm his biggest fan.
Right. I'm not going to be like, I had every album.
I got his tattoo on me. No. There's a few songs that I like, but...
He's not really my style.
Right.
Yeah.
I respect what he's done. Like, he's a great musician, but it's just not...
Well,
really.
with the Apple Music, I did go through and download all of them. I listened to them. I was confused because, like, the difference on every album is, like, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Even songs that on that same album are different. You're like, it doesn't fit.
Huh.
I'm not saying it doesn't suck. It's just, like, how do you do that?
On the Purple Rain album?
Well, I mean, on every album.
Oh.
It was like every song was different. It's like, how do you do that all the time?
That's what he did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
He's good. But he's just never really my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tea's all right every once in a while.
Cool, not hot. Ain't hot tea.
Yeah.
The state champs were abandoned in Vegas by their bus driver. They have no idea what happened.
I shouldn't
to him.
laugh. That would
He
suck.
just took the bus and left, I guess.
He's probably like, fuck these kids.
But I guess he didn't. He didn't take their equipment, or maybe they were playing when he left or something. But
Oh,
yeah.
so he like kicked him out of the bus. Like, I put all your
He
shit
just-
on the side of the road.
He took off. I don't know. They rented minivans to get to Phoenix.
Wow.
It was an Uber bus, and he just dropped him off and left. He's like, I gotta go get another guy.
See you guys later. Here's all your shit.
They were too high to figure that out.
What happened? Vegas is crazy. Did we gamble the bus?
Yeah, the article didn't really have any conclusion to what happened to the bus driver.
It just said that they got there.
I'm guessing that was his last day.
That was his last one.
I quit.
It's kind of like you put in your 2 weeks, and you're like, everybody's like, you gonna work your entire 2 weeks? And you're like, yeah, I'm going to. Why would I put in a 2 weeks if I wasn't gonna work the entire 2 weeks?
He probably told his boss like 12 times that he can't go on from the Vegas show to
Right.
somewhere else. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I can't stay there. I have to go get
My wife
another
is
one.
having a baby. I
I
gotta
told
go.
you 12 times. This makes the 13th time.
And then he just drops him off and leaves and says, fuck it. I gotta
Or his wife was on the bus, and she was getting ready to deliver, and he's like,
Yeah.
I gotta go.
go. Could be. I don't
About to
know.
deliver some pizza. Hey, pizza's
Yeah, they
pizza's
rented.
good.
I don't know why they
every
rented
day of the
minivans.
week. Minivans? Yeah. Why wouldn't you just rent
They
like
couldn't rent another bus,
You couldn't just rent one big van?
a camper.
Yeah.
Don't they normally? They travel on those camper buses.
Yeah.
I would assume that's what they had. They couldn't find another one to rent in,
Get
Las,
those-
in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Right?
To get
Yeah.
to Phoenix.
You couldn't find a fucking cargo van to hold like 18 people?
I don't know. Yeah, I was a little confused.
How much shit did they have? Jesus.
Well, I would assume all their gear.
Right.
See, I figured they'd be big enough to have like a fucking trailer full of stuff.
Right.
But it made it sound like they put everything in the minivan.
Sound like state losers at that night. Shouldn't say that.
That was mean.
That was mean. I apologize.
But they are.
The 1975 announced third album, Music for Cars.
I didn't know cars listen to music.
I didn't know you could do that in cars.
I didn't know either.
Like, is it music for the cars to listen to, or for you to listen to?
Like, is it
in your
Music
car?
for Cars, the band, to listen to?
Or the movie?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Those were like people
yeah.
cars.
They're people cars.
I don't know.
They have faces.
So many
What are
questions.
these cars you're talking about? I still have a horse and carriage.
The internet.
What is that?
Have you? Speaking of the Cars, the movie. Have you seen the
third one coming out.
the Pixar conspiracy? Not conspiracy.
Oh yeah,
but
they're
the
all
theory
like
where
connected.
every movie is connected and like.
Yeah,
Cars.
that's legitimate. That's a
like-
legit theory.
It's a pretty hardcore theory, but
Well,
they tie all the stuff. They
Yeah.
basically tie like things into the movies.
what is it like? There's always like a number or something in the movie. It was,
There's always the buy and low or whatever the store. It's like
Yeah.
the Walmart of the movies.
yeah, it's like the same store.
and
Then
it's in
there's
every movie.
then there's a number like on the cars, their license plate. That number on the license plate.
Oh, really?
That's always in every Pixar
And then
movie.
I think the pizza truck
Yes.
from Toy Story is always in there.
That one too.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza truck.
Yeah, it's part of the theory is that corporation that was the store is the I think it is the corporation in the Wall-E movie
Yeah.
that everybody's a part of, the spaceship. And in Cars, that corporation is written on the racetrack and stuff. So like they think that the corporation took everybody to space or something, and machines took over the world or something like that. I don't know.
Fucking Skynet.
Fucking insane. They didn't really explain how the cars became talking cars.
They're aliens.
Transformers.
Yeah. There you go. Transformers.
Yeah.
It's just the animated movie.
Does Pixar own Transformers yet?
I don't know.
Or Disney? Who owns Transformers?
Is it Michael Bay? I don't know.
Michael Bay.
Did you see that shit? They have like how many sequels planned?
I don't know. It's worse than Star Wars sequels at this point.
Yeah, but the Star Wars it's entertaining.
They're gonna run that to death though. They're gonna beat it into the ground just like Transformers, because they gotta squeeze every last dime out of it until
They
it's
should have left
dead.
Transformers alone after the first one.
And then in 30 years, they're gonna have so many more movies to remake. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what it is. Maybe they make all these movies so they can remake them in 20 years.
Make
Did
it
I
better.
did I send you that Disney meme?
I don't know. I
Oh
don't
god,
remember.
the memes were fresh yesterday.
I don't think I got that one.
Let's see. It goes, Disney executive. I need ideas, people. Big ideas. Employee. What if we did all of our movies again? And then the Disney executive's like, But yes.
Wow.
He's just like, oh. That's basically what they're doing. They're just doing it live action.
Yeah, pretty much. And then they'll do cartoon remakes in another 10 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Because all the kids are going to be like, oh, that was a live action movie. Now it's a cartoon.
It was a cartoon,
circle.
and then it was a live action movie, but now it's a cartoon again.
Whoa.
My mind is like blown. My eyes hurt.
So, Ghost
That didn't make sense.
Ghost wants people to be extras in their next music video. They're looking for 100 extras in the Detroit area to appear in their upcoming music video.
Well, all the homeless people could be the extras, so there you go.
Well, there you go, yeah.
You think they're going to bring water with them? Because people are going to get thirsty.
That's Flint.
Hey, that shit spreads, man.
Detroit's got water. It's probably not very good, but it's
It's
better
got
than
water,
Flint.
but not people.
Yeah. It's got water, but
They're all in Flint dying
Yeah.
from all the bad water.
there's like,
So take everybody from Flint and go
oh
to
my,
Detroit.
like, Detroit's getting so bad that they're making a movie about Detroit being a war zone. Have you seen the preview for that shit?
No, I haven't seen that.
It looks stupid as fuck. Kind of like that one I showed you, Geostorm.
Yeah, that was pretty terrible.
I want to go see that.
Yeah, it's like, what? Come on, Gerard Butler, what are you doing? Did you? How much did they pay you? They had to pay you a shit ton to be in that movie.
Yeah, probably. There was a lot of people in that movie that were
Yeah.
decent names. I can't remember who it was, but I saw
Is it
some-
Geostorm or Geostorm? Oh, Geostorm!
I have a hankering for gyros.
Those are delicious.
Yeah, they are.
This is my favorite.
The Mafave.
That's be the best kind of storm. Oh, gyros falling. Yeah.
Yes.
Blink-182 released 6/8. Wait, 6/8?
6/8, I guess.
6/8? To me, it'd be 6/8, but
It's- well, it is. It's so they recorded the song in 6/8 time, and they called it 6/8.
did they?
Yeah. That's what they recorded the song in 6/8 time, and the name of the song is 6/8.
Oh, see, I didn't finish reading.
It's okay.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not that great of a song.
Yeah.
It's like they put it out as, oh, this is the craziest song we've ever recorded, and
oh my god, it's not that hard.
because it's in 6/8 time, and I listened to it and I didn't like it.
If the whole song is in 6/8 time, then it's not that hard.
I'm gonna assume it is. I didn't finish the song.
You're like, this song is crazy.
It wasn't that crazy.
You're like, oh, it just sounds like Blink-182 had a seizure.
A little bit, yeah. It's just faster. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't that great.
Jonas is like,
It was
You
shit.
lost me after Blink 182. I was like, oh, I remember that band.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
how about this one?
I don't know what 6/8 time is exactly.
How about this one? Fall Out Boy announces headlining tour.
Ooh,
Don't care.
You're like,
you don't
you're
give
like,
a shit.
You're like, I don't like Fall Out
Fuck
Boy.
them.
Why is the boy falling?
And what is he falling out
Why
of?
are we having a tour of that?
Sounds dangerous.
Coming up next, this time he falls out of a window.
Oh, God,
Actually, I probably would go to that.
Yeah.
I hope he's under 5 because their kids falling are hilarious. Yeah, take that, Timmy.
That's what you get for stealing my pogs.
Wage War announces new album, Dead Weight, and will be available August 4th. Neat.
Yeah. Plain White Tees have re-signed to Fearless Records and released a new track called Land of the Living.
Neat.
I listened
Plain
to it.
White
Sounds
Tees.
like
Didn't they do the... What song was that?
sounds like Plain, written by a bunch of white guys wearing t-shirts.
Was that Hayla... Hey...
Yeah, Hey Delilah.
I just heard that the other day on Apple Music thingy, one of the playlists.
Were you
I
like,
listened
ah,
to. Yeah, it was terrible.
no. Next.
Yeah, I was listening to like 2000s hits or something. I don't remember what I was listening to.
Oh God.
Something.
Why were you there?
Something public friendly that I could listen to on my phone with the speaker on and not get bitched at.
So you were like, let's see if these public playlists restore my faith in humanity. Click.
No, it
Hey
didn't.
there, Delilah. Nope.
2000s. I didn't even like listening to it when I was in the 2000s.
Right. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to this 9 years after.
Well, I was listening to the new Kendrick Lamar album before that, and that's
Yeah.
It's good.
It's pretty damn good.
Pretty dirty.
Yeah, it's good.
Perfect.
Jonas approved.
Yeah,
I do. I've been
It is-
listening to a
it's a good
shit
one.
ton of that.
Fit for a King lineup, U.S. mini tour before Warp Tour. So you can check the website for details on that.
Yeah, it was only like, I think like 5 or 6 shows.
Oh, in like Texas or something stupid, probably.
Yeah, it was somewhere around that area. But it says mini tour.
I guess.
Seven Dust reveal new 20th anniversary shows for their self-titled debut album. Go to sevendust.com for the dates and cities. It's only 5 shows. It's all in the South, too.
Yeah, fuck them.
Too far.
Lacuna Coil, is that how you say that? Lacuna Coil have announced the North American tour this coming fall with, why do you put these bands when I have to read it? Imodium AD? Imodium AD, is that what it is? Like the diarrhea medicine?
Indominium.
Indominium and
Elantris.
They'll be in Joliet, Illinois.
That does sound like fucking like cough syrup or something.
What is that, Imodium?
Imodium, yeah.
Is the diarrhea medicine in
Yeah,
there.
and then Elantris sounds like a fucking cough syrup.
Get back on that purple drink.
Yeah, but you got to put them on the Lacuna Coil to heat them up, so they're easier to go down.
That's what kids are taking these days to get high.
Yeah, sniffing cat piss.
Take the shit medicine and this cough medicine. You get fucked up real quick.
I wish they still made Quaaludes. Real Big Fish announced the Beer Run tour with the Expendables.
I've always wanted to see Real Big Fish.
Yeah, of course they're not
They're
coming
not Real Big Fish.
to Indiana at all.
Maybe it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck 'em.
closest is Columbus, Ohio.
Road trip.
Yeah, road trip.
But it's Ohio.
Yeah, nobody wants to go there.
No.
That's the Ohio, the butthole of America.
Yeah, Indiana is too.
And this moment announces summer tour with Motionless in White and Vimic.
Vimic?
Vimic.
You're like, see, again.
Jesus.
You're
Fuck
like,
it, beer me, Matt.
you're like,
That's why. He's not drunk enough to read these names.
let's see. Foster the People. You guys like Foster the People?
They're all right.
They're okay.
Meh. I'm up there with you. Yeah, they're all right. They announced a new album and is set to release sometime this summer.
All right, I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
I like some of their stuff they did on. I don't remember which album it was, but I had one.
One of those albums.
Drake to host first ever NBA awards. What the hell is an NBA award?
It's basically kind of the NFL Player Association. They kind of do an awards thing every year for the players. That's basically what it's going to be.
Isn't that what the Super Bowl is?
You would think
And the playoffs
the
is
Super
like the
Bowl.
award.
No, you think the Pro Bowl would be the...
Is this like everybody gets a trophy type situation?
yeah, basically. Oh, you had the most dunks this year. Good job.
I'd figure their contracts are their rewards.
Yeah,
they
you
don't
would
need
think.
another trophy.
Yeah, how much?
My $45 million contract. No, I want a damn trophy.
You could just go buy a trophy.
You can buy 30 of them. You'd be fine.
I have my own shoe line, but that's not enough.
It's crazy. Those contracts that they make, like those endorsement deals, they make more off those
Oh,
than
yeah.
their actual
Yeah.
salaries.
Yeah,
it's
it's
insane.
disgusting.
Who was it? That guy from was it Hayden? No, not Hayden.
Hayden
I can't remember.
Panettiere?
Some guy that played for Houston Rockets.
Oh, Harden.
Yeah, Harden. He signed like a shoe deal with somebody like Adidas or Nike or something. He made the contract was for like $300 million.
Why?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
that was a few years ago though.
That's crazy.
Still, that's just insane.
I read a thing. Michael Jordan hasn't played in years, and he's worth $1.14
Yeah, he set
billion
himself
dollars.
up.
Yeah, have you seen those Hanes commercials?
Oh yeah, not the Air Jordan ones.
Yeah,
The
who
tagless.
cares?
He's got the tagless shirt.
Yeah,
He's
Hanes.
Fuck those tags.
fucking genius. He probably invented
Yeah.
that.
Dude, Hanes tagless shirts are amazing. I'm wearing one right now.
Me too. Me too. It's so good.
He changed the future.
Future. You mean I don't have to cut a tag off my shirt anymore and possibly get a hole back there? Oh, give that man an award.
Right?
Yeah.
Why'd they put tags on? Why didn't they just do...
Why'd they ever put tags on
Right.
him? I don't know.
Why the fuck do you need a tag back there?
They didn't have the technology back then.
To screen print the tag on the inside of the
We
shirt.
can make prints on the front, but my God, in the back,
But tiny
no.
prints?
on the
Nope.
back, on the inside.
Yeah, not happening.
Our font is only 20 or bigger. We can't go 14 or 12
And it's only one font style.
times.
Times New Roman.
What about that comic? You don't even think about the comics, then get the fuck out of here.
Comic Sans, you're fired. Beyonce's Lemonade is the highest selling album globally in 2016.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Lemonade.
Shania Twain makes voice history as a fifth but totally unnecessary coach. I thought Shania Twain was already on one of those shows. She wasn't, was
I
she?
thought she was too, but I guess not.
No.
Have you ever watched The Voice?
No.
I've watched YouTube videos of like the blind editions,
Yeah.
but not the actual show.
I watched an episode of the actual show. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
It's garbage.
I don't have time to watch it.
Now
on
they
TV.
like they coach these people, but the people have to select their own coach. But in order to select the coach, one of the coach's chairs have to turn around and be like, "Oh yeah, I like you, yeah."
pick me.
I think it's
me.
stupid because
Yeah,
just because you can sing doesn't mean you should be famous.
right.
Yeah. Well, nowadays in the rap industry, people can't sing or rap, and they're famous. Lifestyle. What? I heard lifestyle. What was after that?
Kitchen sink, kitchen sink,
Well, it's like if you grab
If you're eating, you better be doing dishes,
if you grab a big enough sample of
that's
the
too much,
population.
too much.
Clarity.
Damn it.
More mumble.
Kitchen sink, kitchen sink, if you're eating, you better be,
Perfect. You'll make
See,
millions.
that just made me sound
If
mentally
you
challenged.
grab a big enough portion,
That's what they do sound like.
If you grab enough fucking people and you ask them all to sing, you say you grab 1,000 people and you ask them all to sing, 10% of them are gonna be able to sing, but who fucking cares?
Right?
Like, who cares?
I thought you were going to do that thing from the campaign where he's like, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly 1,000.
I've made maybe 100,000 phone calls in my life, and 1% of them were indecent. It's like 1,000 phone calls.
Yeah, that's exactly 1,000.
That's pretty good numbers.
Yeah, that movie's great. Hey, Shayna.
Yeah.
So, Kendrick Lamar announces the Damn Tour. He'll be in Chicago, Illinois at the United Center July 27th.
Nice. So
That's a day before my birthday. Oh. Oh.
So, Chocolate Rain came out 10 years ago.
I figured that was a good headline. Chocolate Rain.
That's ridiculous.
Some
What's
stay
he
dry
up to?
and let's get. I don't know. I think he still does music.
Does he?
YouTube.
God, I hope
yeah.
so.
I saw that he did a remake of it.
He did a remake of his
Oh,
own
Jesus.
songs.
Of Chocolate Rain, yeah.
He's like, I don't have any other ideas, so I'm just going to remake
Did he
it.
get Skrillex on it?
That'd be kind of cool if you did.
that would be.
Chocolate Rain. Beat drops.
That would actually be pretty fucking awesome. They should probably do that.
It'd be like, Chocolate Rain.
Dude, my Molly just kicked in.
Whoa. This rain's not even, it doesn't even taste like chocolate.
It tastes like nothing.
That's not rain, that's my piss.
Why?
Because I'm all mollied out.
He's in the bathroom. He didn't make it out.
Snoop Dogg preps new LP called Never Left.
Why?
Well, he never left, so. Hey, man, people just dropping albums.
Dropping them left and right.
Why did people think he left?
I don't know. Well, people are,
He's getting old.
yeah.
I saw the video of him going on about the mumble rap not too long ago.
I think he lost some fans when he switched to Snoop line for a while. So
Hey, at least smoked himself retarded there for a short while.
I think he snapped out of it. And he's like, God damn, what was I thinking?
It was a
Snoop Lion? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a cat person. No, thank you.
strong shit.
Snoop Wolf.
Oh, I love dogs and puppies.
But now he's doing fucking Trailer Park Boys cameos. And
Is he?
shit. Oh yeah, he was on the last season they did. He was in the show, like for like the second half of the season. He was in the show as a character as Snoop Dogg, and then this season he's like still like there's like a cameo part in it.
Yeah.
But like really, Snoop Dogg's on fucking Trailer Park Boys.
Rock bottom.
Nah, that show's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking
fucking
love that show. Oh, well, we got some albums of the week.
Yes, we do. What you got?
I did 8 by Incubus.
Oh, yes.
Did you listen to it?
I did.
It's fucking good.
It's phenomenal. Skrillex was on it.
Kind of, but not really.
He'll produce it.
Yeah.
He had a hand in there.
But it doesn't have like any like
Right. It sounds like Incubus.
yeah, it's good.
I like it.
Good shit.
You're like, who's the Incubus?
What? I heard him back in the day.
You're like, I know Incubus. Like, one
Sounds
song.
familiar. I don't remember any songs, but it was good.
It was good. I don't know what they played, but it was good.
It was a good time. I think I touched a woman's boob when I was playing.
Fuck yeah.
You're like, this makes me feel a little bit stellar. Squeeze.
Oh, yeah.
I touched her boob while we were on a drive.
I told the bump hit me, but no, it wasn't.
And then she was like, pardon me.
It's like, oh, sorry. I thought that was the roll my window down.
Have you ever touched a boob?
Me?
Me.
Either one of you.
I have definitely touched a boob.
What's it feel like?
Magical.
You know, when you grab it and it feels like a bag of sand.
Yeah.
Those are fake. Don't grab those.
Bag of sand.
It's like Jell-O. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up?
Jonas over there
Pinch
grabbing
the lips.
air nipples.
We really need to get that video camera.
Yes, we do. Video camera. You know, we could just do a GoFundMe.
I was looking. We can either do that camera, or I was looking at just webcams because you can get like 4K webcams.
Are they
But-
worth it, though?
I don't know because they're about the same price as buying that camera,
Yeah, but
So-
that one shoots in 1080.
and it records its own like, on its own card. I think,
All right.
which is nice because then I can. I don't have
Because
to
if you use the webcam, then you have to hook it up to the board so it tracks the volume, too.
Well, and I have to hook it up to the computer and try to record two things at once.
Yeah.
I don't know if this little guy can handle that.
Or just get another computer.
Yeah, I'll just buy another computer.
I could always bring my
I have
Mini
a laptop.
over.
I have a laptop that I never use.
I mean, I guess you could. I got a TV and keyboard and shit, but
Yeah, I got a monitor at home, just like an LCD monitor, just sitting in the closet.
it's a TV.
Yeah, but that way you can have.
Yeah, what? Bro,
Yeah,
TV.
That way you can have your own though.
Yeah, I know, but I literally only did this just because I have a TV.
Oh. Yeah, an extra TV service.
Yeah.
He's justifying to buy a new TV. I got to buy a new TV. It's for the podcast.
No, I didn't. I had this in my bedroom, but it was
For
small.
the cast.
It was kind of small for the bedroom, so I bought a new TV for our bedroom
Uh-huh.
when we moved in here, and then I didn't know what to do with this thing,
Hmm.
and it sat around for a while until we started doing the podcast.
What size is that?
It's like a 26-inch, maybe.
I got a monitor that's 24.
I don't. It might be 24. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but see, he bought that one. That was like $500.
No, it wasn't that much. I bought that.
$4.99.
No,
Plus, you had a coupon.
2 something probably.
Do something. Yeah.
But I bought that like in 2010,
2010.
something like that.
So yeah, pretty close to 500.
$350.
It's a goddamn LG.
What the hell, lock name on want to do with $350?
Before I knew it, it was a 6-foot tall Loch Ness monster.
It's got a Chromecast plugged into it too that hasn't been used in years. Because now everything's a fucking smart TV.
Oh, girl, sound good.
I just recently bought a new smart TV and I really like it.
Yeah, it makes your Chromecast that you bought obsolete though.
I never had one, so
Joke's on you.
joke's on you. Fucker.
Joke's on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my album of the week is the album's
yeah.
called Muse by Polyphia,
Okay.
and basically they're just they're kind of like animals as leaders. So it's just there's no vocals. It's just all like metal. But there's this like kind of I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like playing Mega Man. So like all that like you just have to hear it. It's good.
It's just like,
It's all like
it's like,
It's like, yeah.
it's all like
great.
you know the music that was like behind Mega Man.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of sounds like that, but on guitars.
Kind of like 8-bit.
Yeah, but on guitars, and it's
But
not 8-bit.
But yeah.
Interesting.
It's good. They're pretty popular, so some people have probably heard of them. But I was just listening to it today, and I dug it.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. You're like, quit being awkward. Yeah,
Interesting.
indeed. Albums of the week. Incubus and Polyphia.
I didn't have one because these fuckers didn't prepare me for it.
Well, what have you been listening to?
The new Kendrick Lamar.
Well, there you
There
go.
you go.
And nice.
What would you give it?
Probably like a 9 out of 10.
I heard it's pretty damn
It is
good.
pretty good.
Isn't it just called Damn?
Yeah.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah.
I was listening to the other day. I just, for shits and giggles, I saw it on,
You're like, oh, I'll see what all the hype's about.
yeah, I saw it on Apple Music as like a new or whatever, and I was like, fuck it, I'll listen to it. And I clicked it, and I was like, that's actually really good.
You're like, yeah, I listened to a couple songs. It's pretty damn good.
Damn.
Damn. Damn. Damn.
Yeah.
2-syllable damn.
So, streaming has actually finally been helping the music industry. Can you believe it?
Slow clap.
Well played, stream.
Wait, is it too far away from the mic?
No, you're good, bud. No.
Oh.
That was a really fucking...
I hit my wrist.
That did not sound
Hand-eye
like a clap.
coordination's going downhill.
Drink another beer.
Okay.
Not to pull my arm.
This is one of the soberest starts to a podcast I've had in a while.
Oh,
That's why if you can feel the awkwardness while you're listening, that's why.
Haven't had enough.
Usually
to
we've
drink
had a couple in us, and then we start. Then we're like, yeah!
I knew I should have took that Norco.
So you'd be like, dude, you got a lot of mics in here.
Bro. Waffles are just pixelated pancakes.
I think I needed the beer to kick the monster in gear because I
Yeah.
drank 2 of them today and they haven't done anything for
Now
me.
your heart's racing, isn't it?
No, but I'm actually awake.
The one time I drank a Monster and then drank like 3 beers, and I'm like, oh shit, my chest is gonna explode. I was
Does
like,
beer like accelerate caffeine or something?
no, I think the caffeine accelerates the beer.
Oh. Huh. So,
That's why Red Bulls and vodkas are bad for you.
I don't drink that.
They're delicious.
I used to. Well, I mean, together.
As one.
I don't like
Mix
either
them
one of
in.
them that much.
I just did the lisp thing so hard that like spit went flying out of my mouth. You mix them in.
You mix them all well.
Grant's like, can I fucking read this?
This is what happens when you put me and Matt together. Just go off on our own little adventure.
Tangents.
So, massive growth in the online streaming of artists such as Drake and David Bowie saved the music industry revenue and grow in 2016
We're not going to say anything. You don't have to read really fast.
at their fastest rate since records began. A global industry body said on Thursday evening that even as physical sales have fallen again, and all digital income accounted for half of the music industry's revenue for the first time. The industry initially struggled with the demise of the market for physical sales as the advent of internet facilitated illegal downloads and crimped profits. However, the rise of subscription-based service such as Spotify helped it recover, even as the market for physical formats and continue to shrink and download revenues have fallen. Obviously, Jonas isn't interested in this, but so pretty much streaming is finally profiting in the music industry. That's really all that.
Do you use Spotify, Jonas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, every time you use it, you are helping the music industry.
Oh, why didn't you just say that from the beginning?
Well, kind of did. I was trying not to laugh at the beginning because you said massive growth.
Trying to have a goddamn serious thing going on here.
I know. I'm sorry. But it's like, who starts a sentence that way?
I don't. That was the title of the article I read.
Massive growth
It was from Reuters.
in online streaming.
How did it know?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's good that was the thing I always worried about, is if streaming would actually kill the music industry.
Well, it's either going to help it or kill it. One of the two.
Right. But if they have, they have to pay royalties to these record companies
Right.
for streaming the song, so it will help, I guess.
I think it's finally made up for the lack
Catching
of
up.
record sales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Record companies like, oh, whoo.
Enough people are streaming it now that it's finally balanced
Yeah.
out. That they're not buying CDs.
I mean, it was going to happen. We knew it was
Yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah.
The whole streaming thing, the whole digital downloads.
But what's going to happen when like Spotify goes fucking belly up because they're not making any money?
Oh, yeah. Because they haven't made any money.
Yeah, and because they're not a profiting company.
Well, it'll just be monopolized by the other bigger companies.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, but it's going to put a dent in the sales.
yeah.
But Spotify makes some kind of money.
They don't make they
Well,
haven't pulled a profit.
Really?
Yeah, they haven't pulled a profit yet.
Then where's my $10 a month going then?
They fucking royalties and they spend a lot of money on growing the business. Like
Plus,
they've
they have a huge Christmas party every year.
yeah. No, they've bought buildings and shit, and their staff and shit.
Yeah.
The company's hasn't pulled a profit. It's like a $5 billion company or some shit, but they don't
Yeah.
actually pull a profit.
No.
It's disgusting.
At this point, everybody's like, we're nonprofit.
But I mean, the CEO probably makes like fucking $30 million
Oh, yeah.
a year or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, it's my company.
they could make money, they just don't.
Yeah. And plus, they got to pay the board members, those assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Every huge company has board members, and they're like, oh, you can't do that.
I mean, I don't think they're in debt. Like they don't
No.
owe like
Yeah.
tons of money, but
You can't do that. So, this is just a little fun one that I saw. Vanilla Ice, Coolio, Salt-n-Pepa, Naughty by Nature, and more featured on Ship Hop Cruise.
you've hit rock bottom
And you got to do a concert
when
on
you're
a ship.
doing
Yeah.
when you're doing ship entertainment.
This throwback cruise will be sailing from Miami to Key West and Cozumel.
Cozumel. You sure?
So from Miami to Key West, and is it Cozumel? You went to? Didn't you go there?
Yeah, Cozumel. I went Key West to Cozumel.
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 I thought it was just like from Florida
Hey, man,
to the Keys. I'm like, that's not a very
Hey,
far
man.
trip.
Hey man, did you call some mail? You catch my mail?
That's pretty much the same cruise I did, but not going from Miami.
Yeah, it's going to be on Carnival Sensation from January 11th to January 15th, 2018. So,
I went from where did I go? Tampa to Key West. So it's pretty much the same cruise I did, but from a different port.
Different port.
Yeah.
The port of Tampa.
But our ship entertainment wasn't as good as seeing Vanilla Ice. I
Right.
can tell you that.
This cruise will also include photo meet and greets, interactive events, and activities, theme nights, and of course live performances.
That would have been cool. I wish they would have had fucking Vanilla Ice on my cruise.
So when are they actually going to perform? Oh yeah, they're not performing. They're just hanging out.
Just chilling.
I'd drink with Vanilla Ice.
It says we are thrilled to partner with Ship Hop. Right? Who wouldn't want to drink with Vanilla Ice?
I'm more of a chocolate kind of guy.
Well, there's Coolio.
Coolio. Oh, yeah, Coolio. That'd be fucking badass, too.
We are thrilled to partner with Ship Hop with our tours selling out arenas. The only other place to conquer is the sea. Says I Love the 90s Tour and I Love the 90s. The Party Continues Tour. Co-creators and owners of Universal Attractions Agency, Jeff Allen and Jeff Epstein.
Are you okay?
It's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime event, legendary music and luxury cruise. It doesn't get much better than that. You can buy your room for this amazing cruise at shiphop.com.
Let's do it.
I'm down.
January? Oh, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, there was more on there because you got Coolio, Vanilla Ice, Salt-n-Pepa, Naughty by Nature. Cisco's going to be there.
What?
Kid and Play is
Dude, we
going to be
gotta
there.
go to this.
Right?
We got plenty of time.
Hear the thong song live?
Dude, we gotta sign up for this.
Kid and Play is going to be there too.
Dude, we gotta
Yeah.
sign up. I'm serious. We should go do this.
Right?
I heard the Carnival cruises, because when we were on ours, we were talking to people that have gone on other cruises, and they said the Carnival cruises are, like, the food isn't as high class as the one that we were on, and the booze wasn't quite as good brands of booze, but it's like 10 times more fun
All right,
on the Carnival cruises.
here's the
Ours is pretty boring.
here's the full list: Vanilla Ice, Salt-n-Pepa. Oh, sorry, Peppa. Naughty by Nature, Kid and Play, Black Street, All for One, Color Me Bad, Coolio, Cisco, Tone Lock, Bismarcky.
Bismarcky?
Yeah. Rob Bass, Young MC, CNC, DJ Cool.
Shit, dude, we gotta go on that.
Right?
We gotta go on that.
Yeah.
We should turn. We should
Oh,
have
wait.
a podcast.
It says Salt-n-Pepa with Splendorella.
She like the sugar substitute of fucking rappers.
Dude, we could go and do a fucking podcast.
We should turn the podcast
That
into
was
an
what
LLC.
you were gonna see.
We should turn it into an LLC and into a business, and then go on that cruise and do a tax write-off for the cruise,
That's the dream, right?
Perfect. I'm sold.
and bring a guest.
Oh yeah.
It's a business venture. We're courting Jonas to invest into the company,
Yes.
so we can write everything off.
Yes.
That would be a cool cruise to go on.
Hell yeah.
Key West was awesome. I didn't really care. We didn't do anything.
I'd probably get so drunk I wouldn't remember. I'd be like, we were on a cruise.
That's kind of what I did for the most part.
Snap out. We were like, wait, why are we in Florida? What? How did we? Dude, we were just on a cruise for a week. We were?
Why?
Who was
business.
there? You don't remember hanging out with Vanilla Ice? What?
Why were we there? Business.
Business. It was business, and then Vanilla Ice was there.
Is that why I got this briefcase? Just open it up. It's full of shells from.
Is that why? Why am I wearing a suit with flip flops? Business.
I look over, like Grant's wearing a suit, and it's just like
Hold a briefcase full of sand.
I brought this back from Mexico. I wanted the sand.
I brought the beach home.
That is.
Where's all your clothes?
I don't need clothes. I got the sand. It'll cover me. We both had to take a drink at the same time to make it awkward.
Oh yeah.
Awkward silence.
Jonas, where were you on that?
I'm still new.
He's like, it's so new.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what to do. You can do whatever you want with your hand. No, not that.
Not until we get the camera.
Deal.
Yeah, that'll get those views up.
Ugh.
Dude, watch this fat guy jerk off.
I was listening to this podcast. Some dude just jerks off in the corner the whole time.
Just stares at the camera.
We do need a bongo guy.
They don't even acknowledge him. He's just over there jerking off in the corner.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
Let's be real. It's not going to reach.
Get the mini bongos. Ding, 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 ding.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
I didn't say it.
I did.
Wow. Anyways.
Hey, he's a guest. He can say what he wants.
Weird.
Beyonce announces Formation Scholars Award for young women. What? Announces a Formation of a Scholars Award? What is a Formation Scholars Award?
Formation Scholars Award.
For young women in celebration of Lemonade Anniversary?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I didn't read this before the show.
You're like, what?
In honor of the 1-year anniversary album Lemonade, Beyonce has launched a scholarship program aimed towards young women to follow their passions and dream through education. The powerhouse singer announced the Formation Scholars Awards on April 24th.
You sound surprised.
It just is a weird name.
Right.
Marking the very day Lemonade was released last year. There will be 4 scholarships to be awarded in the 2017-2018 school year, allowing students to pursue and focus their ambitions in the arts and humanities, to encourage and so the beers are kicking in. To encourage and support
in the
young
arts
women,
and humilities.
to encourage and support young women who are unafraid to think outside the box and are bold, creative, conscious, and confident. Good for you, Beyonce, but you know what? Like, she pisses me off. I'm just going to throw that right here in the middle of this.
Oh, yeah?
Beyonce,
Let it out.
she says she's all about empowering women and all this shit, but really she's a brand. Mm-hmm. She's just selling her name. She's a brand. She's not empowering anybody to do shit. Her songs talk about nothing about empowering women. She talks about going out and being a hussy and doing all this other shit. Like, she's full of shit. But thanks for the charity.
Right.
Like, I don't know. That pisses me off.
It just sounds like being powered for women is just, that's what it is these days, because it's just, don't even get me started, because they're just using that to make money.
Yeah.
They don't really care. They just say that because their fans think that, because they're kids. But basically, she's just saying that stuff just probably to make money.
She did. Yeah. So the scholarship works with 4 different colleges: Berklee College of Music, Howard University, Parsons School of Design, and Spelman College, to find nominees for the prestigious award. One student from each school will then be selected for the scholarship as long as the study of focus is in creative arts, music, literature, or African American areas of study. Why would they limit it to that? Lemonade encompasses the very vision of strong women through literature, culture, and music, the perfect example of inspiring young girls to pursue their own interest in the arts. Find out more information, application check directly with the participating colleges. I don't know. She just makes me mad. It's just Beyonce.
Why just 4 colleges? Why not all of them?
Well, I don't know.
Or all the ones that support those things. I don't understand it.
Don't get me wrong. It's good that she's doing a scholarship.
Right.
I don't know. Beyonce kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
Well, here's something to one up Beyonce.
What?
So everybody knows that Colorado has legalized the use of marijuana for recreational and medical.
Right.
Colorado made so much money last year from the taxes off of the marijuana that they're giving away $1,000 to help students that can't afford to go to these bigger colleges. They're giving them $1,000 to go to these community colleges.
Okay.
So they're just giving away $1,000
to anybody that wants to go to college in Colorado.
Oh, so how do you just apply for it or something?
Yeah.
They give you
they have so much money, they have to literally give it away.
That's what I've heard. They've made too much money off of the
because that money was originally to fight off the cartels from Mexico, but since they made it legalized marijuana there, they don't need that anymore. So
exactly.
I've heard they made too much money legalizing weed there.
Now, just think about if every state legalized it.
Yeah, it
solves so many problems.
It solves a shit ton of problems.
Yeah, the reason why they don't do that,
it's pharmaceutical purposes.
They don't know how to tax it. Well, some places.
Why not? They can tax alcohol and they can tax tobacco.
Yeah. Well, now did you see they passed it in the legislation that if you use marijuana, you cannot legally own a gun.
When did they do that?
I just saw something the other day.
It's just
Wait, so if you get caught with both?
Right. But, so like the states that it's legal in, if you're legally using marijuana, you cannot legally
I've
own
heard
a gun.
that, yeah.
that's stupid.
But,
Yeah.
but it doesn't make any sense,
Yeah.
But you can drink alcohol and own a gun.
right? Indiana, you can walk into a bar with a gun
Yeah.
and drink.
Go Indiana.
Love Indiana.
There's no
You know,
law against going
There's
into
nothing
a bar
wrong getting
and
hammered, getting a little desk pop in.
Yeah, well, the desk pop part's illegal.
Hey, man, to each his own.
unless you go home somewhere outside of city limits where it's legal to shoot a gun
Right.
and then desk pop.
Well, can you desk pop at home
Safely
with their
into.
blanks?
I don't know.
They pull up, gunshot. They're blanks. They're blanks.
I don't know what they would do on that one. That's a good
Google.
question.
Look, like shoots himself in the face like 12 times. Look,
say
nothing
nothing.
happened.
No, it still hurts. Blanks still hurt.
Yeah,
So
I am God.
It's the concussion, and
yeah, and
Yeah.
the fire coming out
Yeah.
of the end still.
it just burns a little.
Just the sting.
But I'm still alive.
It feels great. Great for the head. Great for sinuses, too.
Oh shit.
They should definitely just legalize marijuana.
They should. I mean, come on.
That'll knock the cartel down in Mexico. It'll loosen up the jails from everybody that's in there. It won't
Right.
be overcrowded. There's just so many, and like there's
There's
no
so many.
case.
There's so many pros.
Yeah,
So the
Yeah.
con it outweighs any con.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, you'll get high. Okay, you're
Whoa.
already getting high.
Well, the medical benefits of
And you
it.
can't overdose on it either.
No.
The medical benefits of it are substantial.
Right.
That's
There's
probably
kids that have been on like 14 different medicines and still have seizures, and they give them like the THC extract from the cannabis oil, and they don't have to take that medicine anymore as long as
Right.
they have that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's probably what also
It's
pharmaceutical.
just pharmaceutical.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
all it
Those
is.
those people want to still make
The
crap ton
pharmaceutical
of money.
companies, they make billions.
Yeah.
Why don't they just become the ones that grow the marijuana then? I don't understand that.
I don't know.
They could just
Boom.
buy a fucking farm and grow the
Exactly.
marijuana.
We should get a hold of our congressman, have him onto the talk show.
Like,
We'll solve problems.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
They don't do
They
shit.
don't listen to no one. They listen to no one.
it
but
just doesn't make any
themselves.
sense. You know, the pharmaceutical companies are worried.
Yeah.
Why don't they just become the ones that
Exactly.
sell the marijuana?
Yeah,
But yet they just keep hiking up the prices of medicine.
Yeah.
it's expensive. I'm like crazy.
Also, I got to give Grant some credit for dealing with my allergies the past 2 weeks. He texted me the other day and he's like, "I'm gonna cut your nose off, clean off," and I was like, just like out of nowhere, and I was like, "What?" He's like, "The sniffling all the time, God."
You
I'm
didn't.
just
You've
trying
been
to
good
edit.
tonight.
Yeah,
No sniffling.
yeah. I
Cleared
figured
out.
out if I
I think the rain helps maybe knock all that.
well, the
pollen
cool
down.
air helps.
Yeah.
Like I went outside the other day and dragged my finger across the top of the grill, and it was just nothing but pollen.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I was like,
You
"What?"
have all that shit behind your place there too.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
the pond back there
Yeah.
and everything, and all the trees, ragweed, and all that shit
Probably
back
move.
I just got a cemetery in the Humane Society
there. Yeah,
and deer. Every time I come home from work, I almost hit one.
yeah. We
Really?
got a bunch of deer back there too.
I'm like, come on.
Well, you're just up the hill.
Oh yeah, I guess he is.
That's true.
I've seen deer around your place.
Yeah, and they're stupid. They're like, what?
Like, what's this bright light? I'm like, I almost want to hit him. I'm like, dude, dinner served.
Yeah, deer jerky. Oh my god,
Deer jerky, deer meat, hamburger meat.
So I found this article earlier. I was going to put my own spin on it, but the original article is so funny. It's on rollingstone.com. That I'm just going to read the whole article. Ja Rule's Luxury Fry Festival canceled after disastrous start. Organizers postponed two-weekend Bahamas Fest following report of feral dogs threatening security and shoddy housing.
The feral dogs.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I am one of them now.
The inaugural Fry Festival, a luxury music festival in the Bahamas, was postponed Friday after a disastrous opening day where headliners bailed, promised amenities were undelivered, and festival goers were stranded at the airport.
Wow.
With tickets priced between $5,000 and $250,000.
Holy shit.
Yeah. The FYRE Festival, created by Ja Rule and entrepreneur Billy McFarlane. First of all,
Don't trust somebody named
Billy McFarlane.
First of all, you should have been skeptical at Ja Rule. Yeah. And then a guy named Billy McFarlane.
Something's up.
But
sorry, Billy.
Billy McFarlane promised a premium experience that included resort-style accommodations alongside performances by artists like Blink-182, Disclosure, Major Lazer, Lil Yachty, and select members of the Good Music roster. After a flashy, high-profile announcement for the festival, models like Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid, I think that's how you spell Hadid, that's how it looks, Haley Baldwin, and Emily Ratajkowski, probably not the right enunciation either, but all hyped up the fest anyway. Tickets for FYRE sold out. However, at the beginning of April, the Wall Street Journal reported that the festival was showing signs of initial trouble with organizers missing payment deadlines and dealing with miscommunication woes after struggling to bring in potential investors. Email people. If you don't want to talk on the phone, email, text, something. Despite the concerns, the FYRE Festival continued scheduled with guests arriving Thursday ahead of April 28th launch date. The first two FYRE weekends, when festival goers began arriving at the Exuma Cays in the Bahamas. However, they found a garbage-filled, unfinished festival site that barely resembled the experience they hoped the thousands of dollars spent would provide. The island was previously owned by drug lord Pablo Escobar, organizers noted.
Oh, is that the island Pablo Escobar had on, like the zoo and shit?
Yeah, in the
and,
Bahamas.
Like, I've seen that pictures of that place.
Villas were nothing more than disaster relief tents, festival goer William Finley told Billboard. With a mattress on some sort of bed frame, they're not that uncomfortable, but the tents are so poorly made that they blow over in a second if there was any wind or rain. Similarly, the celebrity chef prepared meals on the island consisted of a cheese sandwich and a small salad served in a styrofoam container.
I'm going to save this picture.
Yeah. The picture's hilarious.
Well, at least they're nice enough to take the cheese out of the wrapper.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a little description of the picture.
Oh, shit.
It's a styrofoam box, like a takeout, like a carry-out styrofoam container. The bread is not anything special. It's like shit you buy in the store in like a packaged loaf.
And it's smashed.
Yeah, it's smashed, and it looks sad.
Not even name brand. Just
And
like
there's two slices of cheese. It looks like white cheese, but it looks like the cheese you buy in that's wrapped in the cellophane.
Yeah, like
American.
Kraft cheese.
Yeah, that's to me that's not
even
cheese.
Kraft.
That's,
It's like
that shit's
it's
not
like the
cheese.
grocery store brand.
Government cheese.
Yeah,
The shit's on sale for 55 cents.
and it's really aggravating when you put cheese on your sandwich and you forget to unwrap the plastic.
The cheese isn't even on the bread very well.
Yeah, instead of like being square with the bread, it's like diamond in there. And it's
normally-
like hanging off.
Normally, cold cheese has some rigidity to it. You can tell that this has been sitting in the styrofoam container. Yeah. It's fucking warm and like.
And they're like, "How do we make this look better?
Floppy.
Let's throw some lettuce and some poorly cut tomatoes in there."
But who puts lettuce on a fucking cheese sandwich?
Yeah, that's your cheese sandwich.
It's so bad. I'm a broke bachelor and I wouldn't even eat that.
Chaos ruled all facets of the festival. Luggage was simply thrown out of the back of the truck. Feral dogs ran around the festival site, and there were few security guards or festival employees on site to assist attendees. They're calling them victims. FYRE victims have turned to Reddit to share their experiences, with one person posting on what they witnessed, that they witnessed one guy who got punched out by security as they took his wallet. As word of the disaster of FYRE spread, Blink-182 alerted fans that they would be canceling their scheduled headlining performance at the festival. It says, quote, "Regrettably, after much careful and difficult consideration," there's no way it was that difficult, "we want to let you know that we will not be performing at FYRE Festival in the Bahamas this weekend and next weekend," the band tweeted. "We're not confident that we would have what we need to give you the quality of a performance we always give fans." Tilly Smith, a British citizen who planned on attending FYRE, told the Daily Mail that a friend who was already in the Bahamas warned her about the conditions at the festival site. He was absolutely gutted, he said. The place was a complete dump, just a rain-soaked mud bowl. Smith said there was basically nothing there. The boutique tents hadn't been put up. The stages were tiny. He said there was filth everywhere and more worryingly, really fierce dogs running around. He said angry locals had started threatening people as well. He said basically it was worse than a refugee camp.
Wow.
On Thursday afternoon, festival goers who were en route to FYRE were informed that they would not be continuing on to the Exuma Caves. Organizers said in a statement, due to overcapacity on the island, we need to cancel all existing flights to ensure the safety of our guests. FYRE will reach out to every passenger individually to sort out details. Those stranded at the Miami airport ended up being the fortunate ones, as with the festival in disarray, attendees traveled en masse back to Bahamas airport for flights back to the U.S. The Bahamas Ministry of Tourism also issued an apology over the nightmarish experience. Is there another picture on there?
It's up.
Oh, it's the actual apology.
Yeah.
After initially blaming the unexpected first day trivials on the growing pains that every first-year event experiences, organizers eventually wrote on Instagram on Friday that the festival would be postponed, even though they promised refunds due to circumstances beyond our control. FYRE Festival is set out to provide a once-in-a-lifetime musical experience on the islands of Exuma, organizers wrote. Due to circumstances beyond our control, we must postpone this experience. We are working tirelessly to ensure each guest leaves the island safely and ask for everyone's patience and cooperation as we continue to provide ongoing updates via email. See? Email. And our official social media channels as they become available, including refund information.
Wow.
Representatives for the festival, Ja Rule and McFarlane, did not immediately reply to multiple requests for comment.
No shit. What a piece of shit.
Right?
That's like the worst.
Show up, be like, what? Where the fuck are we?
That sandwich just gets me every time I look at it.
When I saw that sandwich, I died. I was like, what?
Who? What? What?
Yeah.
Who thought of that?
Yeah. When we post this on Facebook, I'm gonna save that picture and post it with the post.
Yeah, I saved the picture too, so
you'll have to do that one on the Twitter.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
I mean, if I was dying of hunger, I'd be like, I'm still gonna eat it.
I mean, yeah, but still.
But if I could just like turn around and go back to the airport,
$5,000 for a fucking ticket
for a fucking cheese sandwich.
I'll take my cheese sandwich so the dogs won't attack me. I'll just throw a little bit at them as I'm running away.
Can I get some extra cheese for the dogs to leave me alone? I did pay $5,000. At least I could have a truckload of cheese if I wanted.
The cheese sandwich is pissing the dogs off.
That's why they're ravishes. We don't want the cheese anymore.
What's in the cheese? I don't know. Test the cheese. Oh my God, sir, there's heroin in the cheese.
We need meat for the dogs.
They're so hungry. They need protein. That's why they're pissed.
Oh my God. That's just disgusting.
Fucking Ja Rule. God damn it, Billy and Ja Rule.
Billy
wow. So.
Oh my God.
That's all I had.
Yeah, that's all I had.
That's all I had.
That's all Jonas had. You can find us on Twitter at All AM Podcast.
Facebook, All Around Music.
You can email us, aampodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, email us. Send us your music.
Yeah.
If you you're trying to get it out there, you want to gain some followers, listeners, whatever, we can help. Just send us your music. We'll feature it on the show. We'll put all the social links on there, how to contact you for booking if necessary.
Mm-hmm.
You can send us all that information on our email, which is aampodcast@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm. You can find us on YouTube.
Yes, you can.
You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher. Any podcast app, really. I mean, we're there. But yeah, I got to pee really, really bad.
Thanks again to Jonas for coming on.
Thank you guys for having me. I hope I was funny enough.
You were.
This week, we're recording it right after this, but
yes.
This week we will have an all-around weird episode again. The third one, finally. Long overdue.
Finally.
So that'll be out later in the week.
Jonas is joining us once again.
I like weird stuff.
So
Fuck yeah.
it's right up his alley. He'll probably
Make it real.
let's
Real
get
weird.
He's gonna get all into it.
Why are you taking your pants off? Doesn't everybody take their pants off when weird stuff happens?
Yeah, it's called All Around Weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it weird.
So definitely check that out after you're done if you want.
Yeah. Thanks for
If
listening.
you like weird stuff.
Yeah.
Bye.